I'm Elliot Ryan, and this is my channel. And today we're going to discuss the book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbin. It's an amazing book. It's a life-changing book. I've read a lot of self-help books, but I feel like this is a particularly strong one. I think it's really strong because she seems like such a real person. In the story, she gives examples of how she has failed in her life, and that helps you realize where you can get better. The let them theory is basically where you let others be themselves. You let others make their own mistakes. You stop trying to control them, and you worry only about what your actions are. And I think that's huge, because I am a big person who tries to control others, and it's out of fear. It's out of fear of insecurity. It's out of fear of I think I know best, and I don't always. I don't. I can only control what I do. So let them make fun of me, and let me move on. Let me be myself. And this book can help you in so many different areas of your life, your relationships, your business, your work. When a customer comes in to complain, you can let them complain. Just listen to them. Don't have to react. It feels almost like a very Buddhist kind of practice, which it is, and it's hard. You just have to be present. A lot of it's just being present and being there for others without expectations and without controlling them or yourself. And it's about taking responsibility for what you can do, your own actions. And I think that's huge, because I am a comedian. I do a lot of shows, and sometimes people don't like you. Sometimes people don't want to work with you. Sometimes people don't want to book you on their show. And you can get so frustrated by this. This can be so hurtful, because it brings all these insecurities of I'm not good enough, I'm not funny enough. If this person who books this show, and I respect this show so much, doesn't think I'm good at this, doesn't think I'm a good enough comedian, then I'm probably not a good enough comedian. And that's not true. One person's opinion of you isn't truth. And maybe they see some areas where you can improve, and ask them, so then you have options. You can roll over. You can allow this person's opinion of you to become your opinion, or you can dig deep. You can choose what you do next. You can work harder. You can go find someone else who does appreciate your comedy, or you can ask them, well, what can I improve on? Use it as a learning tool. And it's hard, because when you have those insecurities and you're rejected, it's very easy to feel hurt. And when you feel hurt, you often lash out in anger, or you get sad. And those are real feelings. And those feelings suck. I'm a hypersensitive person. I feel everything so deeply. And you might be like me, and you want to just run away from these feelings. But they're clues to what you got to do next. And the let them theory is about realizing that you have power. You have the power to change by taking the action that you want, by being the bigger person, by choosing a different path than wallowing in your self-pity. It also helps in your relationships. This is probably the hardest part about me, is not trying to control in my relationships, and that's a tough one for me. It is tough because I often feel insecure, or I feel like I know better than my partner or my kids, and I don't allow them to be themselves. And that's tough. So I'm going to take what I learned from this book and try to apply it. Try to stop controlling and more listening. I need to listen. And I need to realize that my opinion isn't truth. And that other people have their own way to do things. And if they're not able to do things, me pushing them, me putting pressure doesn't make other people change. It doesn't. It makes them push back harder. It makes them not want to change more. And so it's counterintuitive. You try to make someone do something they don't want to, and they will dig their heels in, and they will never do it. It's like trying to convince a flat earther that the earth isn't flat. The more you try to convince them, push, pressure, make them feel like an idiot, the more they have to dig in. And they have to be like, well, I'm all in now, bitches. I'm going to think the earth is flat for the rest of my life because people were, digging in on me so much. And so that's probably the biggest lesson is in your relationships to listen more, less pressure, and more understanding. And I'm not good at that, but it is something I'm going to be working on. And if you have any tips on how to get better at those things, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.